Hey everyone, welcome back to day 13 of my journey to financial freedom through trading small caps. Today I am down 18 cents. Super tiny red day. I took a trade on STAK right in this range here. We're going to zoom in really tight. This is on the 10-second chart. I got in up here, as you can see, 68. So looking for the squeeze up here, and I got stopped out down here. So I think on this trade, I cut it way too quick. I think my risk really should have been like 448 or so, somewhere 445. Something like that, like a couple cents below here, especially because my profit target was pretty high at around 5. So if we look at that, here, we'll pull it up on this 1 minute chart down on the right first. So it pops above 450, gives us consolidation here. We're going to draw a fib retracement tool just to show what a 2-to-1 will look like. So I got in at 68. So right about here. Got in here, I got out around 59, right? So my profit target was around 5. So I really could have had a lot more risk here. Even down there around 445. Still could have been a relatively realistic profit target. And this is a trade that's probably around 70% accuracy. It's a good trade. So maybe I should have held through this area here, this dip. Yeah, this has kind of been like the biggest struggle for me, is buying in on these micro pullbacks, especially even on like bull flags and stuff. But I get in on the candle over candle high right here. Like there's just, I can get chopped out so easily. So that's hard. And even ABCD patterns. So I'm not sure, maybe we'll find, yeah, I'm not sure we'll find a great one, but it kind of looks like this. So this is kind of an ABCD pattern. So A, B, C, D. This one did give a lower low, which really is more of a bull flag consolidation, like, you know, like this or whatever. But on the ABCD patterns, often we'll get this pop up here. This can happen on the 1 minute too. Pop up here, pulls back, you know, I enter, say like right here, my stop is here. I often get stopped out if it dips a little bit lower and goes up like that. Or sometimes what will happen is this actually will never break below this 427, but it'll get really close. Maybe it'll get 429, 428, and sometimes I cut it. That's a really bad habit. But those are some things I'm really struggling with right now. Another thing I'm trying to work on, you can see the only trade I took was up here. This wasn't like a beautiful stock by any means. It was a no news China stock. It met all the other criteria, but it was also wasn't up very much. It was up around 30% at this time. But I'm kind of struggling to understand when it's okay to buy micro pullbacks, where it's like coming up on the resistance here at like 440, and then 450 was yesterday's high. So if we pull back on the 5 minute chart, you can see right here, yesterday's high was at 450. So there's kind of a lot of upside resistance on this trade here, and that's why I didn't trade. That's why I didn't trade in this area. But I'm kind of regretting that. I kind of feel like I should have. So that's something I'm trying to learn, is when it's okay to take a trade, like right here maybe. This could have been a nice entry, 425. I was a little bit distracted, which is a reason why I didn't take this, and we were kind of talking about something else in the community. But I didn't take this one. You could have also taken it here. So, like, the opportunities there, getting in for the breakthrough are there, but that's something that I'm not super good at. So I'd love some feedback on that, especially. That's something I'm trying to work through. But yeah, that was today. So we're gonna take a live trading video, or actually first let's go through the stocks I didn't trade, just super quick. The only other things that I think maybe other people could have traded. S-Dot made a nice move pre-market. Yeah, we're looking at it over here. Kind of gives a squeeze up. This is just too expensive, and this, I mean, the daily chart, it had this huge pop-up not too long ago. Pull it all the way back. This is just too expensive for me, and I don't want to hold something for multiple days, although it definitely could be very possible. I think I actually traded it down in this range, which is kind of funny, for a loss. So, yeah. We'll see. Anyways, the market is so unpredictable, it's hard to know. So, S-Dot could have been a trade for some people for sure. JLHL popped up. I didn't take this one. This one gives a pop-up. I think A, it was just too choppy, and B, I figured there'd be back holders here, and it didn't break this level of resistance. So I didn't trade that one. Just thought it was going to be too much resistance. And then STAK was what I traded. So let's pull up the live trading video here. And this is going to be a little bit longer, but I think it's beneficial, especially for me personally, to see the price action and kind of walk through it. And I'll explain kind of some of the things I was looking at in this video. So yeah. Also at the end of this video, there'll be a longer outro today, and every day it'll be the same outro. So you only really have to watch it once, but it goes through all the resources I have in the description, how to use them. It's a great outro, so I highly recommend watching it today. So here we're kind of talking about what we're seeing. Sorry for the scuffles. There we go. So I missed the trade down at around like 425, as you can see there on the 1 minute chart. So that could have been a nice trade.
You're gonna roll over or consolidate here.
Not sure. So here it's approaching that high of 440, which is the which is a near level of resistance. So this is intraday resistance, as you can see on this previous pop on the 1 minute chart. So there you get a candle over candle pattern. So that, I don't want to pause this too much, but that could be an entry for some people. I didn't take it today, but that could have been an entry for some people.
415 came back down. Might have it actually getting ready to pop up, boys.
So 450 is this area of resistance on the daily chart you can see there. It's a pretty strong, yep, it's a pretty strong area of resistance, and then we have room up to 650. So it breaks. I'm looking for a pullback. For a pullback to 450. There we go. For a micro pullback, get an entry there, but I didn't get it. You know, it breaks through and it gives a pretty nice move up, 15 cents. So that's a breakout trade.
Took it there at 463, risking off 450.
So if you buy it anticipating the break, that's a breakout trade. That's something that maybe I'd like to get good at in the future, but I just not yet. So I buy in there for the candle over candle and the micro pullback. Look for a squeeze up through 5. So I said my risk was 455, and then there I get out, which it didn't actually hit 455. Small loss. So honestly, this was really bad execution. But at least I jumped in, so I'm relatively happy about that. And then you get the dip all the way down there to 450. Jeez. There's a dip on 450. So, but buyers came back in. You see the super long wick? We could call that a liquidity grab. It goes down there. Buyers step in.
I went ahead and got out there.
I get stopped out.
It's feeling heavy, and I didn't like how long I was having to hold it. I only made $1.24 on it.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think
I didn't like holding it. Yeah.
Okay. I think my risk was really a bit too low.
Like it's consolidating on the 10-second.
I think my risk was a bit too low. Get a 1 minute pullback here. We'll see how this candle closes. So I was thinking maybe we could get a 1 minute candle or 1 minute pullback there. So yeah, we'll probably get a full 1 minute pullback right over 450. So here it's kind of showing a lot of weakness. See how it's pulling back a little? It could be pretty hard. So it's showing quite a bit of weakness. So I'm thinking that it'll give a full 1 minute pullback.
Right about.
It's only up around 30%.
28%. Still needs to get moving a little more.
Yeah. So, but then there, boom, and it makes this huge pop up.
STK.
Oof. So I luckily got in small size, so it wasn't a big loss or anything. But honestly, I feel like
pretty extended.
Yeah, I agree. I thought we were gonna get a clean.
Yeah, I was thinking that it's gonna break 5. I enter for the break of 5.
Yeah.
I hold that.
So
waiting for it to pull back to the 9.
the 1 minute is pretty extended.
And see if it still has.
I'm gonna play this out and then give my commentary afterwards.
Volume bars, green ones.
So here I'm watching for a bull flag to form on the 1 minute chart.
That's a pretty aggressive pullback.
Yeah. Still that pivot point at 450. That would be a really aggressive pullback if it gets all the way there, though.
I took it at 475. I'm risking off of 460.
Running off.
Not liking the way this is looking. I cut it early there. I didn't like it.
I mean, the pullback isn't too crazy. The volume on that red candle was a little bit high, though, the 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
So, higher volume red candle. Not like crazy high, but kind of high. Now this candle is a lighter volume red candle, so that's a good sign. It's starting to consolidate here.
I think it's pulled back maybe a bit too much.
Maybe. We'll see. It's right at the 9 though. MACD's still obviously open. And the move up was on a lot of candles. It's kind of a grinder.
Yep.
It is a little bit of a grinder.
Did you already take a loss here?
I took a win and I did
slowly.
take a loss. but I did cut it early, so it was only a $2.70 loss. Oh, plus the dollar something, so it was like a $3 loss.
I remember what you told me the other day that you want to.
So here I'm trying to see if a
Yep,
2-to-1
one and
risk
done.
reward is
Make you aware of
logical,
what
which it's not quite.
Yeah, I think that it's rolled over. I cut it a little bit early there because I was risking off 465, and I mean, I was right. It would have hit it, and then this is where I would have wanted to hop back in, but I still don't think it's a good idea. I would hop in it right now and then risk it off the 9, but those volume candles, it looks like it's gonna blow through the 9. I don't think it's gonna take off.
Yeah. If we get doji here and candle over candle, I'll trade it like a bull flag. Yep. So I'm hoping maybe we get a smaller candle here for candle over candle, and then I can get in, risking off the bottom there at 458, just about. So that's what I'm looking for. Gives a little pop up. That was actually a candle over candle entry, but I didn't take it there. Lighter green more there. I don't like that. I saw the lighter volume, and then
if it makes a move up, I think it's just going to reject off 495 again. Oh, that wick. I don't trust it.
So
okay.
Hands off. See it pulling back quite a bit, and then you go hands off. So I didn't take this here mostly because the risk to reward just was not. It wasn't logical. So one thing I've learned, which is a very important part of it, trading, is like risk to reward, or you could also call it expected value. So if I were to take this trade, the probability that it is a loser, or the probability that I lose money on it over a long term, like 100 trades or something, is very high. So it's not worth it trading. It's not high enough quality. So anyways, but let's talk about this here, because this is something that has been happening so much to me, and it's so frustrating. So for this trade, my risk, I think, was a bit too tight, because especially because the stock wasn't like crazy parabolic momentum like PLSM or VIVS just a couple days ago, that had a good micro pullback on. It was similar, actually. Not as long of a micro pullback. I think it was only 4 or 5 candles here. But it was a bit of a micro pullback, and I got in, held through a little bit of a drawdown, and then it went up, and it gave a really nice move up. But here, I think my risk was just too little. So if I'm getting in somewhere in here, my profit target is 5. Like, that's the most logical profit target, is 5. So somewhere in there, I'll probably place an order on the ask 495, 490, somewhere in there, right? But right in this area should be my profit target. So we're getting in at 68. That'd be 32 cents. So I can risk 16 cents. Now I don't want to do that calculation every time in my head. But 16 cents would be around 42, which would be all the way down here, right? So to get a 2-to-1 that's logical, I can risk all the way down here. So I think my risk was just way too tight on this. It was a nice trade. I'm glad I took the setup. But my risk management wasn't quite there. It was a little too tight. Especially having this 450 level. I think my stop probably should have been around 495, or a candle closing below 450 or something like that. Something with like pretty extreme weakness. Here also, this would be my exit criteria here, candle closing below the 90 MA, but then it pops back up. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to say whether these moves especially are going to give this longer consolidation or a really short one. And then another thing is I missed the 1 minute trade down here and here. Missed those two trades mostly because of the resistance here. That's actually, we'll just get rid of this for now. Mostly because of the resistance that was 440. So you have these two consolidations here, which I think were both red. Yeah, these are both red 1 minute candles. So I could have gone in here for the break of 440. My stop would be at 428 or so. My profit target, logically, 450. It needs to break that too. So there's a lot of resistance here. So maybe this trade wouldn't have been very wise. But also, I don't know. It's tough because I have my setup. I know that like I see these consolidations all the time. I have my setup, which is a bull flag micro pullback. I know it works well at times. Let's just pull it up here. So this is basically the setup. So this is going to be the thumbnail for the video, but you know, your entry is candle over candle. Your stop is the low, the pullback. And then your profit target is first high day and then the next half or whole dollar. So, you know, but sometimes these candles just consolidate too much, you know, and then I get in for a candle over candle entry, maybe right here, and then it goes back further. So, I don't know, it's tough. And then also, I don't know. I don't want to speak too much about it because I'm not profitable, as you all know. So I don't want to have this be taken as advice or anything like that. It's absolutely not advice. But I'm trying to figure out for myself how to manage risk in these consolidations because I know that they give the pops up, but I also know that sometimes this can consolidate. And then maybe this just flushes all the way down, you know? Like it did. Like look at this flush here. Now obviously double top. This is a lot of weakness here. But I mean look at this flush out. Like that's a pretty big flush out. I don't want to be caught in that. Like if that would have happened right here, that would have been pretty bad. So I mean, I have stop parameters. I have a hard max loss in my broker. I can't lose too much money or anything like that. Like I shouldn't be too like afraid of that, but still, I'm trying to figure it out. So, anyways, that'll be all. Let me know what you trade in the comments, and yeah, hopefully you're staying green out there and staying safe. I'm gonna play the outro for you. Have a great day. I will see you guys on Monday. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's recap, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed and followed along with my journey. I am always open to constructive feedback on the videos or on my trades. Feel free to comment what you traded today and why. The following information is in the description, but I want to show you how you can make the most of the resources. For ChartsWatcher, if you're looking for a great scanner and charting platform, I highly recommend ChartsWatcher, and I'd really appreciate you using my affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps support this channel greatly. You can also use code SCOTT30 for 30% off at checkout. If you like my setup and want easy customization of the scanners, charts, and layouts for main screens or side displays, use the import code which is linked in the description. If you want to check out ChartsWatcher scanners in real time before paying, check out this channel on YouTube called the Day Trading Classroom, where the ChartsWatcher live scanners are streamed daily. I've also linked our free Whop community where you can find my trading PDFs and journal templates, playbooks, and learning resources. As you can see here, we have the Files app and the Day Trading Learning Library. These are amazing resources for a beginner. Within our community, we also have many different chats We have the live trading chat, P&L and metrics. We have chart reviews and analysis. We have discount codes, memes, reviews for different brokers. We have so much valuable information in there. I highly recommend you check it out, and we welcome all new members. Here is a look at the learning library. It is neatly organized and provides uninterrupted learning. I highly recommend you start here on number 1. We have many different segments which are in order of what I wish I started with when I was new to day trading. I've cultivated these videos, so hopefully it can help a new beginner save time, be efficient, and build a firm foundation. When you click on a video, you will be able to watch it in the platform with a detailed summary of each video, challenging you to watch it thoroughly and take action. Here is what that looks like. You can see the summary down here. You can also find these same videos in a free 10-part day trading learning library on the home tab of my channel or in the playlist section. Start with part 1 and work your way through for the best experience. To access this, you will need to click on the home tab. There will be an arrow on the side. You'll need to click this, and you will want to start here on part 1 and work your way through to part 10. In the Files tab of the Whop community, you will find great resources to download. I will link them in the description of this video as well. Here is what those resources are. These are my day trading live journal PDF, the bull flag or micro pullback visual PDF, the emotional regulation PDF, the small cap bull flag trading playbook, or many free resources from Ross Cameron at Warrior Trading, the stock selection, candlestick patterns, chart patterns, small count strategy PDF, and the Warrior Trading technical analysis. Here is my day trading live journal, designed to help you simplify day trading by sticking to a system and tracking your metrics and emotion. Print out a copy and mark it up daily. Here's what it looks like. Starts with simple things like taking your personal sentiment and the market sentiment, as well as making a pre-trading plan for the day. You have your rules here, and you have stock selection. This is a checklist. So a stock pops up, you can check, 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 check. Then your setup requirement. So this is based on the bull flag micro pullback, which is used on the 1 minute or the 10-second chart for me. You can also use it on the 5-minute chart. So these are the requirements here, and they are so valuable to make sure you're trading the right stocks, you have the correct entry, you have the correct stop loss, and you scale out appropriately, managing your risk along the way. You have your post-trading review here, and you can also fill out your grade for the day, your P&L, and if you follow the rules. And one thing that you want to improve on tomorrow. The goal is to get 1% better every single day. This emotional regulation PDF, inspired by Tom Hugard, helps you prepare your mind for the trades ahead. This helps you mentally prepare for all the situations that happen within the trading day, especially on these volatile stocks. Emotional composure is so important, and it is so difficult to stay composed. So I made this to help everyone. Here, before the trading day, you can visualize these scenarios for these purposes. This is the goal. And if you feel these emotions, this is what it means. Understanding emotions is the first step to solving them. Now, if you feel any of these emotions, you can reset by doing either a slow reset or a fast reset. The core reminders are here, and your warning signs to stop trading are right here. If you're looking for even more educational material, I've included a link to Ross Cameron's free PDF resources in the description as well. These are so valuable, and I'm so grateful for him for releasing these because they've helped me so much along the way. This 112-page chart pattern study guide is so in depth about the strategies he trades, what they look like, and it helps you visualize. You can download that, just go through every slide. You can see what works, what doesn't. My main focus on this channel is going to be on the bull flag and the micro pullback and the ABCD pattern, which I look at very similarly to just a normal bull flag. The candlestick pattern reference guide right here is so valuable. I print it out. I keep it right under my monitor so that whenever the stock is making moves, I can look at this and realize what the sentiment is. You'll hear me calling out, oh, this was a tweezer top. Oh, this is a bull flag pattern. Oh, this is a spinning top. Oh, this is a doji. Those are things that you should know as a beginner. The trading plan worksheet is amazing. His technical analysis strategy guide is amazing. Small account strategy worksheet is amazing. As a beginner, you should probably manage your risk a bit more than what is noted in this small account strategy worksheet. Ross Cameron, being someone who has a very long record of consistent profitability behind him, gets a little aggressive. The 5 pillars of stock selection is also amazing, and you'll find that link in the description. As a disclaimer, I am not a consistently profitable trader. This channel is a public journaling. This channel is a public journal documenting my process as I learn and improve. Nothing in these videos should be considered financial advice or a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Day trading is extremely risky, and most traders lose money. If you're interested in learning, focus first on education, practice in a similar, and always manage your risk before ever putting real money on the line. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next recap.